Stink, you got 10 minutes for some financial literacy class with me? Let's go. Come on, come on. Hey class, today we're talking about life insurance, true income protection, because we want to know if you died today, what would happen to the family you claim you love so much? And this is being presented by Black Girl Magic Masters, LLC. You already know we trying to say this whole motherfucking universe, one person at a time if we have to, because we're on a mission to restore our communities financially. So let's get into it, shall we? And I just want to say, we're going to talk about life insurance and African Americans at the end of this video if we have time, or in a part 2. About insurance. All right, listen. Insurance is a protection contract in which one party, yes, the insurance company, agrees to cover or indemnify, make whole, the loss of the insured party, you. It is not an investment. Matter of fact, that's illegal. Okay? So if you're thinking that you're going to use life insurance for a fucking investment, stop it. That is illegal. Now, insurance basically can be used for damage or liability of damage that arises from an unknown event. See, life insurance policies usually protect the survivors of the lost loved one from losses suffered after the insured's death. That's you. See, insurance is a transfer of risk from an individual or a business to an insurance company. See, the insurance company, in turn, will basically spread the cost of the unexpected loss of you to many individuals. See, if there is no insurance mechanism like this, the cost of loss will solely be on the individual that died and their survivors. Basically, it'll be on you and your family. And that's why so many people rely on GoFundMe, which is so fucking unnecessary, and it's annoying me right now as I think about it. Because you know what? As African Americans, we couldn't even get term life insurance until... All right. Let me move on before I get to... Like I said, we'll talk about this after class in the next video. Because I'm going to need y'all to understand the history about this whole racism and how deep it runs for African Americans, so y'all can stop feeling like everybody got the same equal footing when we don't. Perils are the cause of loss. You know what I'm saying? And this is what we're insuring against in an insurance policy, right? And there's different type of insurances. I'm pretty sure you're aware of health insurance, property insurance, casualty insurance, but we're talking about life insurance. But, okay, let's get a little bit deeper. I'll tell you. Health insurance insures against medical expenses and the loss of income caused by basically sickness or an accidental injury. Then we have property insurance. Insures against the loss of physical property or the loss of income producing abilities. You know, you don't really, anyway. Casualty insurance. It insures against the loss and or damage of property and its resulting liabilities, right? But like I said, we're talking about life insurance. Insuring against the financial loss caused by a premature death of that insured person, right? You, hopefully. So here's some uses for personal life insurance, all right? Basically, survivor protection. Life insurance can provide the funds that are necessary for your survivors or the survivors of the insured to maintain their lifestyles in the event of the insured's death, okay? You know, how much do you really love your family? Also, personal life insurance uses is about estate creation and conservation. Because just a simple purchase of life insurance creates an immediate estate. Did you know that? Or it may be used to pay inheritance taxes and federal estate taxes, which can get really taxy, okay? And then life insurance, personal life insurance can be used for cash accumulation and liquidity. See, life insurance may be used to accumulate specific amounts of monies for particular needs or provide liquidity to the policy owner, right? Moving right along. So let's talk about insurable risk. What is risk? I mean, really, you're risky. You know, risk is the uncertainty or chance of a loss occurring. All right. And there's two types of risk. Yes, two types: pure risk and speculative risk. Now, pure risk are those situations that can really only result in a loss or no change. See, there is absolutely no opportunity for a financial gain in a pure risk. I mean, pure risk is really the only type of risk that insurance companies are really willing to take, because they ain't on that speculative risk. Because speculative risk can only render the opportunity. You hear me? The operative word here is the opportunity for neither loss nor gain. And it's like gambling. So these speculative risks are basically not insurable. And you can't insure against speculative risks. Now elements of insurable risk, it basically has to be definite. It has to be measurable and statistically predictable. Not all risks are insurable. Insurable risk involves due to chance, like I said, definite and measurable, and it has to be statistically predictable, but not catastrophic, and randomly selected. Basically, a large loss exposure has to be occurring, okay? Now, there's different types of life insurance. You got permanent life insurance versus term life insurance. You got ordinary versus industrial. You got participating versus non-participating. You got fixed variables versus variables. And then you got group insurance versus individual insurance, right? Do you need me to get down and break it all down for you? Absolutely, I will, because I got you on that. This is what we're in financial literacy class for. And I'm sure it's going to be a part 2, so y'all just get ready for it. Anyway, so let's break it down. Permanent life versus term life. Now, I know y'all heard about it. It's called, they call it individual universal life policies, whole life, permanent life, right? See, you have to choose the length of time that you need coverage. Either it's temporary or it's permanent. It's only one or the other. Now, term life insurance, like I said, was not given to African Americans until of late, okay? See, term life insurance is temporary life insurance, basically burial insurance, just to provide a good enough burial for you. You know what I'm saying? And you can invest the rest. Now, it provides for a specific period of time, right? And it's also known as pure life insurance. And then there's whole life insurance. It's a general term that's used to refer to various forms of whole life policies that basically remain into effect until you're about 100 years old. See, permanent insurance policies produce lifetime protection, and protection includes a savings or a cash value. If you see any typos, please excuse that. I was typing this at like 2 o'clock in the morning. But anyway, let's move right along. Okay. So like I said, permanent insurance policies, basically it includes a savings or a cash value, right? And that's what people are all up here talking about. You can do this. If you was to read your insurance policy, it will tell you this is not an investment. That's what the contract. People don't read, which is a problem. And I'm going to need us to start reading. Anyway, like I said, there's ordinary versus industrial for home service. See, there's industrial or home service insurance, which is a life insurance written on an individual basis. And they're usually written in small amounts that's less than $1,000. And then you got participating versus non-participating, which are mutual life policies, right? We talked about that. Okay. Then we got fixed versus variable. These are contracts. And then you got group versus individual. Either it's written as a master policy or individual. And you guys really are only familiar with group policies that you get from your job, which, but that's why we're here, to have financial literacy class. Now listen, class, we don't have much time left in this video, but what we're going to do is we're going to continue this video on in a part 2. And like I said, I'm going to give you a little bit of history on insurance companies and the African American. I just really want to say this. You guys have been sitting patiently for 9 minutes and 40 seconds, and I appreciate you. That means you really take your family and your future and generational wealth seriously, and I applaud you for it. Go, class! The smartest people on the planet. All right, see you in part 2. All right, class, you've been great. Like I said, see you in part 2. Mm-hmm.